Okay, I think we are live. I don't know, I've never done this before on my own. So let's see. Hang on. Says we're live, but nothing's popping up on YouTube. Hang on. I have no idea what I'm doing here. So it says I'm live. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Got the chat up. All right. Cool. All right, I'm going to draw a Ninja Turtle. And I'm not going to be doing much talking because I don't like to. And I sort of cheated and did a rough blue line of this, so it'd make things a little bit easier. Looks good, buddy. Can you see what's going on? Wonder if I can bring the camera in just a little bit. Should probably. That's not too much better. That's. Well, what the hell? Okay. Let's do that without showing the arm. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Oh. Yeah, it's pencils right now, so it's maybe if I adjust the light. Yeah, I probably should. I definitely needed to get a new lamp. How's that? Better? Okay. Yes, I am going to ink this. Let's have the belt go this way. Oh, let's see if so this is probably boring for you. Do you wanna hop in here too? All right, I just sent you the link. Should probably wear my headphones too, huh?
What's going on?
What up?
Not much. Just reading some comics.
What are you reading?
Greg Rucka's Lazarus. Finishing that up. Almost done with it. We got one more volume, though. Also organizing some of my room. from my collection of Amazing Spider-Man.
It was missing.
Well, not missing. I just had it in storage. I forgot I actually had it because I have two collections. They're both DVD ROM stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I have is every issue through 2006. So it's the one that has 560 printable comics and all the annuals. So
500 of them.
560 issues. Yep.
Okay, I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's an older one.
So it's an officially bought
Officially,
CD-ROM.
Yep, I bought this in 2006.
Okay.
Yep. That's when I bought it. So I was going through it. It's like some of the programs are like, system requirements and stuff. It's hilarious for how old it is. It says yeah, they have to have Windows XP, Windows 2000, and Windows 2003 in order to use this. Yeah, this is before Windows 7. Which is really weird to think about. Well, they're now like what I guess legacy issue would be what, almost 800 for Amazing, I think.
I'm like what they're on right now.
I think so. Well, they restarted. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but they're past 800 though.
Are they? Wow.
Oh yeah, because 800 was the dropping off point when Doc Ock took over.
Oh, Superior. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Because that's when I pretty much stopped. Was at 800.
Yeah. So I've been kind of thinking about going back and reading all of the original run, the early 100s and all that stuff. Because after we've been reading the Gwen Stacy books, kind of changing continuity a little bit. But I was kind of like, it's also bringing it back. Like, hey, I remember this issue. Like, I want to go back and read it. Back when no one knew that Osborn was the Green Goblin. They had Lucky Dan and all those guys, Ox,
Fancy Dan.
Fancy Dan. Lucky Lobo was the other guy. So Lieutenant DeWolf and Detective Erie, stuff. So all the old school stuff. Yeah, I can like Nick Spencer when he actually wants to do a story and doesn't half-ass it. It's good. But I know you're reading it right now, but I was just kind of upset that he went away from the story. He started for 5 issues, and then he just totally went away from it. Did the whole Central Park thing, with Craven and all that stuff, and then then they brought in 2099 stuff, crossover little events, and then it's like, okay, now we're finally getting back to the story in issue 41. I'm like, dude, that's almost like a year and a half. Think about it. But I don't know. I was happy with issue 41. I picked it up. Ties in with the animated series a little bit.
Well, don't ruin it for me.
I'm just saying. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm just gonna say that I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I'm actually pleased. It's been a while since I've actually read decent Spider-Man books. Tom Taylor's Friendly Neighborhood was actually a pretty good run too, and that was the same continuity as Nick Spencer's. Same with Fisk and well, I guess I don't know if you're reading Daredevil.
Yes,
but
I was playing catch up a few nights ago. I think I'm on issue 12.
Yeah. Are you noticing the comparisons, differences between that Fisk and the one in Amazing Spider-Man?
Yes.
It's kind of weird,
One's like a huggable teddy bear, and the other one's just a complete killer.
Right. It's like, is that the real one? Or am I in alternate reality again? It's like,
well, even reading Ghost Rider and reading that issue of Daredevil where the Punisher's in them,
Mm-hmm.
Like the Punisher that's in Ghost Rider is completely different from the Punisher that was in Daredevil.
Is he nicer in Ghost Rider 1?
Yeah, him and Wolverine team up to take out Danny, and like Frank's, I don't know, Frank's psychotic in that issue. You know which issue like early on in Daredevil I'm talking about? Where he goes to save him and then they have their little pep talk and then he winds up killing that guy.
Oh yeah, that was like issue 4, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
The one I want to get, because I want to get that variant cover where he has the shirt on, the Punisher shirt. I never thought about that, but that's kind of cool to see. Because they've always had a big history and stuff. The fact, and I love the whole fact that Daredevil is like didn't realize he was wearing the Punisher shirt. That just made me like smile, like grin from ear to ear. It's been a while because I don't really read Daredevil. I always liked him when he showed up in the Spider-Man comics. Same with Punisher. And they've all crossed over at the same time. Daredevil, Punisher. Even they had I think they had Silver Sable once too. Not sure, but
in Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, she's like a staple in those books.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like with her and Frank Castle at the same time. I know Frank Castle's appeared with Daredevil in the same issue with Spider-Man. But I don't know. I always like Spider-Man because Spider-Man. I felt like he was like the center of the Marvel universe. I'm excited to start collecting the old Marvel team-ups with Spider-Man. The Roy Thomas ones. I haven't read those, so I've only read. I have like a couple, but they're out of order. Like I gotta go back and read issue 1. But I gotta find it though, for cheap, for reading. I'll read it online, but I mean, that's the one thing I gotta see if I can find a trade for that at least.
For
Marvel team up with Spider-Man 70s and stuff, original ones.
Yeah, they're probably out there.
Look, I should have known. That's one I actually wanted to get.
And I am drinking tonight.
Oh.
Okay. Where is?
I'm drinking too, but mine's of the lighter, non-alcoholic content. Mine's the Powerade.
Is it O'Doul's? Are you drinking O'Doul's?
No. I'm just drinking Powerade Fruit Punch.
Yeah. Where is my? You're right. Oh, there it is. I'm not really prepared to do this.
Prepared to drink and draw?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty sure that's illegal somewhere. Let's see here. Spider-Man Marvel team up. Oh. Let's see here. So you can make computer to stop freezing.
Should see if anybody else is interested in watching this.
I did share it in the group. I guess I could share it to else. Are you inking that as well, or are you just doing the pencils?
Yeah, I'm gonna ink it.
You should tell us what kind of pencils and ink you're using for anybody curious might want to learn how to draw.
Oh yeah, this is basically.
What's your?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, this is a 0.9 lead. I don't know if it's an HB or whatever. I don't really. Oh. Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff.
Was like the higher the point, the thinner it is, or is it go the opposite way as far as
the lower the point, the thinner it is. But you don't want to get too thin because I think 0.5 is the lowest that you can do. But I don't like them super soft. Like this is a harder lead that's in here.
Okay.
But this is the Sakura Sumo Grip lead holder.
What do those usually go for?
I have no idea. I got it for free.
Apparently, go for free. You know what's on.
And then same thing with this. I don't really know what this is. It's a calligraphy pen, and it's all Japanese or Chinese. I don't know.
Was this a set you got, or are these separate?
They were separate.
Okay.
Like you can get these in a set with other ones because these have like a rubber. Yeah, I should probably at least point it. These have like a rubber tip on them.
You can make yourself full screen. You don't have to have me on here. You know.
No, you're gonna join. So let's see. Yeah, these have a rubber tip. They're real nice.
Found a hardcover for that the book I was talking about. That team up. Marvel Team Up 1 Master as the Master Marvel Masterworks. Marvel Team Up 1 of 8. 1972 to 1985 by Gary Conway, Roy Thomas. It's a found a hardcover. It's $80.
Yeah, the Masterworks are expensive.
Yeah, but they look so fancy though.
They are. I got a few of them. Last one I got was the Ghost Rider one.
Okay. And now, are they on color or are they black and white?
They're in color. It's
Okay.
it's the essentials that are in black and white.
I remember those. I didn't know if they made essentials for the team up stuff, because I'm looking at some of these stores. I mean, like, Marvel Team Up number 9 is Spider-Man and Iron Man. Iron Man in his original suit. No. Gary Conway, Ross Andrew. So, I don't know. It's just something like, you read the old school comics, they might be a little bit hokey, but it's just like they're solid as far as you watch, especially with the artwork, especially a Byrne on there. If
Yeah.
stuff, it's just like, and if he draws through, I love Byrne's Man of Steel. I love how he does the X-Men stuff. A lot. I mean, I see him with Alex Ross, or what's his name, Todd McFarlane when he was drawing Spider-Man during the late '80s, early '90s. I like when you actually get a good artist on there and you keep them on there for a while. Because lately it just seems like since right after Civil War, they decided they're just going to have a different artist every week or every other week or something, or every new title. It was ridiculous. It's at the point where it's like you'd see Spider-Man, and it'd just be like, okay, that's him, and then next week it'd be like, okay, it's a tall, skinny, anorexic version of him. Big hands, big feet, big head. It's like Jack Skeleton. And then I'm just spoiled because I was just used to, like, when I started reading comics back in the late '90s, I was reading the Spider-Man stuff. I was buying stuff I was getting the DVD ROMs, and when you see Romita Senior, and Ditko and stuff in the hallway, for all these years it was just only like those guys. There really wasn't anybody guest artists, I kind of get used to it, But that was Ditko and and what Kirby and all those guys. Those are like those are the final the guys. Those are the guys who drew the character, and that's the way I always viewed them as being But it doesn't mean I know that other people should not be allowed to draw them. Some people can draw really good, like Emanuela Lupacino. I'm probably butchering her last name, but she's like a girl from like in her early 30s. She's from Italy, and she draws Wonder Woman. She draws Lois. She even drew a couple colors for the Lois Lane book that's out right now. She's drawn Supergirl, Rebirth. I love her art. It's some would call it cheesecake. I don't really call it cheesecake though. It's cheesecake would be kind of more lewd. But the way that she draws like these female characters, she draws what they're supposed to look like. Wonder Woman's, hot, but she's also got the muscles so you can kick your ass. She's, it's like she's not ugly. She's beautiful, but she's also strong looking. Same with the original Burns when he drew She-Hulk. that's my version of what if you're gonna draw a strong woman, she doesn't have to look like she's like Carl Mantis. You know? But then there are people who like I think Humberto or whatever it is. I can't remember his name is.
Humberto Ramirez.
Yeah.
Oh, Humberto Ramos. Why did I just screw up his name?
I know.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So watch your words here.
I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying he's a bad artist. I'm just saying people have different art styles. So some people like him. Some people like some of the other guys. Trying to think of their names. Frank.
No, we have somebody else in the chat right now.
Oh, do we?
Yep.
Nice. I know who it is.
What's going on, Eric?
It's that guy, and I think we should put on some jazz music for him.
I might get a copyright strike.
Yes, I found a live stream. I was not looking for one. One found me. So Eric's my back issue guy. He's if you're looking for something, he might have it, or he probably has read it, and he might remember it. Depending on how memorable it is, you know. He's saying that there are 4 volumes of Team Up Essentials that cover 1 through 96. There are 4 masterworks that cover the first 30 issues, I think. And the giant-sized Spider-Man. Quit ignoring me. Who am I? Ashland Comics? No, you're not. You are Mr. Breen. Eric Breen. Man of mystery. Man of back issues. More than one. Yep. Let's see. I'll share the stream up. Come on. But yep. So I imagine you're drawing Leonardo.
Yep.
That's the one thing. If you don't really know the turtles, if you know them by their weapons, no. And you're going for the more of the classic cartoon-ish 80s?
No, I'm just going for whatever I've been drawing for the past many years.
Because that was my first experience in Ninja Turtles was the cartoons, 80s cartoon. Like growing up with that. The early 90s stuff. Late 80s, early 90s.
I had the toys like right off the bat. Like one Christmas I got a bunch of them for Christmas one year. I think it was like Christmas of '88. And I had no idea what they were.
Well, yeah.
I got 2 Michelangelos. I think I got an April and a Foot Soldier, and then I got the Blimp.
Dude, you get the Blimp? Oh, I always wanted the Blimp.
Right off the bat, I got the Blimp, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I had the car, and then I had like a little cannon that shoots like ooze, purple cannon.
Oh. Was it like on a tripod and then it would like fling it?
Yeah, the thing would go up and down. Yeah, you pull it back and then shoot the ooze out or something like that. It's like a little
I had that.
Yeah.
I think I still have it.
I still have the thing. I just don't have the ooze though because I used it. It was like, my mom's like, "You're gonna use that ooze like you gotta use it in the tub." I'm like, "Fine." I was like, that's don't think about it. Like, you know, that stuff probably would have clogged up the drains. I don't know what that's made out of, cornstarch or whatever it is. But yeah, I got all the Ninja Turtles. I got like as far as like the different variations. I even got I think Yojimbo.
Oh, Yasagi Yojimbo.
Or yeah. I think I got him. I got who is the other ones? I got all the Ninja Turtles. You know, even got the ones where you squeeze their legs, their head pops back up. Never really got into the other ones where you can actually like turn them into turtles and then turn them back into the actual Ninja Turtles. They had those for a while. I had the giant set of the four turtles.
Oh, the giant Rotocast figure. I did not have those.
I sold those at a rummage sale back when I was in high school. I got like $30 from.
Nice.
I
I
should have.
wanted those.
I should have held on to them. I'm probably worth more now. I look at it now. Like I had the swords, like I had like everything with it too. It's like, but yeah, some kid out there is like probably like, dude, I love these.
Or they're in a
But they got thrown away in the trash.
in a landfill someplace.
Right, that's the thing. I try to think like positive. You know, but yeah, I had the car, turtle van. I'm trying to think what else I got. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember in kindergarten we were allowed to dress up, so I had like for like Halloween or something. So one of my school kids, our friend classmates, he dressed up as Pee Wee Herman. I had no idea who it was. Like he's like, oh, I'm Pee Wee Herman. I'm like, who? Because I didn't have cable. So I had the Ninja Turtle thing. I had one as Michelangelo.
I went as Mikey also.
He was the best guy. You guys hate Pizza Man had the nunchucks, man. I don't know. Like, see, I never knew anybody who like wanted to be like Donatello. It was either Raph or if you could be Raph, you're Michelangelo. If you couldn't be that, you're stuck as Leonardo. Then there's Donatello. Yeah, it was that Ninja Turtles, and then do you have that? Do you have that action figure where they had like they're dressed in the trench coats?
Yeah, they only released one of them like that.
Yeah, I can't remember if I had a interchangeable face or not with the human mask. That always scared me as a cartoon. When I watch it, he put Raphael was undercover. He put the mask on. It was so creepy. It's like he's supposed to be a Ninja Turtle blending in, looking human. The rubber mask. Not too many cartoons as far as that I watched. I mean, I watched some of Voltron, the GoBots, because I had a VHS version of it with my brothers. I'm trying to think. James Bond Jr. A lot of failed shows. Captain Planet, I remember that. Carmen Sandiego. That was like,
which one? The cartoon?
I don't think I watched a cartoon. I know there was a cartoon. I watched the actual live action one.
The game show?
Yeah. It was on
PBS.
Yeah. I'm surprised they got rid of that because I thought that was actually like a pretty good for kids and all. And Nickelodeon Double Dare. Well, PBS kids, the poor people. We had when the world's Carmen Sandiego and had a great quartet where you could call it the guys are singing.
Yeah, a cappella.
Or a cappella's line.
Yeah, I forget what they were called.
Yeah, I was.
Eric, we're not doing requests tonight.
You could draw real Ghostbusters one of these times.
Maybe one of these days.
I'll finally get somebody to do it. That's the one thing I never understood about Drawn and Quarter. Like I know they do certain things, themes. I'm like, I never really saw the Ninja Turtles, or I never saw Voltron or anything like that. It was either like a Marvel or a DC stuff, but it's like, where's all the cartoon stuff, man?
They are afraid.
Maybe. Oh. So, Eric, what are you up to tonight besides watching this thrilling episode?
Yeah, this inaugural thrilling episode.
It's the first one.
Yeah, it might be the last. It'll never see air.
How long were you live before you told me you posted the thing?
I have no idea.
Because I looked all saying like, oh, I'm doing a live stream too. I'm like, what? I look in there, it's like, oh, he is live. Yeah, I literally just got done organizing my room and moved some stuff around. Yeah, yeah. Maybe if I ask Maranya nicely, she'll draw me. No, I don't know about that. Maybe. Weeping quietly. He said he's weeping quietly as I stare into the sportless abyss. Eric, you should be watching AEW or Dynamite. You should watch that if you didn't watch that on Wednesday. You can find an online link to stream, or if you have Hulu TV Live, the package, you can rewatch again. I'm not sure if they still air it on Fridays. The repeats they used to do on TNT for a while, but yeah, I watched a little bit of Raw Monday, and it was just like there was no one in the crowd whatsoever. Like they had Triple H on the mic,
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
But other than that, it's like. So it was kind of like weird. Stone Cold, just giving people stunners,
to like no reaction.
Yeah, exactly. There's no pop, nothing. Nobody cheering or anything, And,
like, what's the point?
Right?
Like, if there's no audience to feed off of, like, why? Like, who are you doing this for?
So then I watched AEW on Wednesday,
and they got the same exact thing.
Yep, but they actually had the wrestlers in the crowd. You could hear them. I love that you had Shawn Spears and you had MJF. They're gambling and they're yelling. You hear them. They can just making fun of the people in the match. Then you had when Jericho came out at the end. They played, and then Sammy Guevara just singing his song. and I love it because you can see Jericho just doing what he can, not to laugh. Stay in character. I mean, they're all having fun, It's got to be weird for them as it is. There's no one to react to, there's no one to, cheer or boo them. So they had it's cool. They had like the bad guys on the one side of the ring, and then they had the good guys on the other side. I was waiting for classic at the end of the night, or it's everybody gets in a brawl, like every Monday night. Brian Sexton on Raw. He got stunner. But the Exalted one on AEW, Luke Harper, aka now Brody Lee now. That's his name. I guess some people are gonna start saying that he's kind of like the Bray Wyatt ripoff. No, his character leading the Dark Order. I don't. It's just weird. His attire though, it just screams like Undertaker, and it seems like he's doing the ministry from the WF. That's the vibe I got. You got what's his name, Evo Uno, who said his name 4 times within that little segment he did on Wednesday. I never knew his name. I never knew his name was Uno. So, but Orange Cassidy, pretty much being himself. The girls' match was actually pretty decent, though. I enjoyed that. Chris Stratlander, I think either her or Penelope Ford, one of them botched the move. But Yeah, it's good to see that they're still doing stuff, because there really isn't anything on TV now, and with Hollywood shut down right now, how long before these shows run episodes to air? We're gonna start seeing repeats.
Hollywood shut down too.
Pretty much, yeah. They're not filming anything at all. Everything is that Disney, I guess, if they haven't done, they released Onward on Disney Plus.
Eric, do you want in here too?
Might as well. Don't let him be the only person in the crowd. That's,
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. It's even more pathetic that nobody's in there when we're all in here.
Oh. Not many people follow me on Twitter.
Oh, shit. Or crap. Oh, I just got demonetized.
Really?
No.
Oh. I was like, well, it's for drawing something?
Oh my God, I've already gone like 41 minutes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. All right, so what do I just send the link?
To Twitter. Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that's it. Okay.
You can drop it in the well. You gotta be careful about dropping into the stream chats, because I've been on those streams. Well, not personally, but on the stream when they happened. But I've been told by the people who were actually on there, they had people come in, like join just random people they don't know, and just like when they go to turn their mic or their camera on thing, it's like porn.
Nice.
Yeah, people were doing that to the other people. It's trolling. Like, wow, that's a good way to get your channel shut down.
Or get some views.
That too. Depends on the porn, right?
Yep.
Oh, so I was going through myself. I forgot that I bought the Homecoming version of Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. So. But yeah. People are freaking out still with this whole coronavirus thing that's going on too.
And we just got demonetized again.
Cool.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Hey, he's here. And he's got ice cream.
What's happening, fellas?
Did you bring enough for everybody?
Yeah, have some.
Thanks.
So different than when we're having we have issues. I was eating yogurt. I was trying to, but
yeah. Well, it's official. We have no audience.
Quick, go back in the audience, Eric.
I probably should. I'm probably making too much noise eating this ice cream.
We don't. I've been talking more than anything else. I'm sure he's more irritated with my voice.
So, Vank, do you remember Bruiser Brody, or was that before your time?
Bruiser Brody, was he on AEW or something?
No. He was killed about 30 years ago by another wrestler. It's one.
Yeah,
of those,
he's gonna make his date. What the heck is?
I thought maybe he was he showed up on AEW or something, like just like the Rockers are still on there on NWA. They're the champions.
Yeah. It's been like I said, over 30 years or around 30 years. He was killed by another wrestler. Carlos Colon had something to do with it.
Because they were in Cuba, weren't they?
Yeah, and a whole bunch of people just witnessed it and didn't say anything. And a lot of people, I said, there's apparently some people that the bad blood is still to the point to where if two people that were involved in that show up at like the same convention for old time wrestlers, they won't go near each other. So I mean,
was that Bruiser? Oh, was he in WF?
I don't know if I don't think he ever got to WWF. If he did, it wasn't there long. But
familiar. There was I think Brooklyn Brawler. Never mind. Yeah, that's fine.
Look him up. I mean, he was a legendary badass in real life, but Luke Harper looks like him.
Yeah, he does.
And since they're calling him Brody Lee there, I thought, maybe.
Oh, he does. Wow. Kind of looks like Elias too.
Well, the difference between Brody was a big man in his day, but God, like I said, he's a peanut compared to Elias.
Bruiser, what's up with his forehead, man? He burned?
Probably did a lot of blading.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad Eglinton's not here to give me crap for eating it near my microphone while his bird chirps
in our ears.
Yeah, in our ears. Yeah. You notice that Eglinton puts up with a lot more post twiddles.
My headphones went dead.
Uh-oh.
Give me 1 second.
Can you still hear us? You can say whatever you want because you can't hear us. I can't hear you either. Yay! Eric's muted. Yeah, he does kind of looks like a little bit like Luke Harper, but he also kind of looks like Elias there too a little bit.
But I think he was in Mid-South for a while. And NWA. I'm sure he had some matches with Flair and people like that.
No, this is embarrassing.
The Great Kabuki. That was another guy clashed them.
I remember him.
Oh, man. 21 years since he died.
That's all it's been is 20 years.
Frank Goodish, pro wrestler known as Bruiser Brody.
You sure it wasn't 1989?
Wait, are they gonna have Jason Momoa be him in a movie?
Seriously, they're doing a Bruiser Brody movie?
I don't know. Killing Bruiser's Brody, how the wrestler's tragic story could easily become Oscar bait. This is from last year.
Yeah, he's been dead for 32 years. It was 88.
Last month, Vice released an excellent video on the topic of Bruiser Brody and his death. I believe the reaction of those who watched the video could be the same as mine. One can't look at Bruiser Brody and not see the resemblance of actor Jason Momoa. One can, he was only 42 years old when he died.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. We could hear you the whole time. You just couldn't hear us.
Wow, Jesus, he'd be 70, 76 now if he were still alive?
Yeah, he had an 8-year-old son at the time,
too.
74. But that was last year. Rumors have begun to swirl in Hollywood that the movie about Brody's life story is being discussed at studios. But Jason Momoa, I could see him playing the role.
And speaking of sons, did you see that Brian Pillman has a son wrestling?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I think he might have been on that NWA thing that the Rock and Roll Express show up on.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
I've never done this before. I'm just messing around with it.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Sorry, not that we're all equally important, but
no, it's okay. I see how it is. I have nothing to show on camera.
Except your sweet Captain America shield.
Well, that's not on camera right now. But it is a sweet shield, though.
God, it wasn't. It's weird. I have 2 friends that have Captain America shields.
Yeah, but mine's not plastic though.
I don't think he was referring to you as a friend, though.
Oh, okay.
Well, times are hard, Jeremy. It's
No, you'll take
Good.
anybody.
yeah. I don't remember if Jerry's. I'm not sure if his is plastic.
Mine was mine's the 75th anniversary one.
Yeah, because he's got Cap shield. Remember that was it was in the background of that video I did for Frugal.
Oh,
That was in Jerry's basement. They had the Thor hammer and
made out alive.
well, so one of these days. You know what? That might be my next video.
What's in Jerry's basement?
Well, he's got a really cool statue collection. It would be pretty cool to show those off. I mean, so I've never owned a statue or anything like that in my life.
Well, the first one I bought was actually the second. The first one I got was came with the collection. That was a Uncharted 3, Nathan Drake. But the first one I bought by itself was that Flash one. I usually have up on me now.
No, if I'd had money, if I had money, I'd sunk it into comics. That's why I had, all the first issues of the early Marvel stuff and.
Well, yeah. I'm
all
looking
the Silver Age keys for. I mean, I had the first Legion of Superheroes. The only Silver Age key I didn't have was Showcase 4. But I had these 2 in particular were Golden Age. But I had Batman and Superman 100. But I said, I never had any money left over for statues.
Well, depends where you're buying your statues and where but I got mine at the comic book store, the more fancier one that I really don't go to because I get better service at the other one. My friends. I went and they had the statue there for $50. It was the Flash statue. They had 2 of them. So I was like, well, actually look pretty. It looks pretty sturdy, because $50. So even now, like, I'm not gonna buy something that's just gonna fall over and break.
Oh yeah, so Jerry's got probably well over 30 statues that he paid over $100 for. I mean, I just
Oh yeah, you should. Oh, dude. Like, yeah, my friend JR, he's at Vortex Comics. He's got all the Batman statues you could want, and then he's got like the bus too. I never got into the bus where they had like no arms. Like if I'm gonna get the bus, I'm gonna get the
female bust.
No, I'm gonna get the Adam West one with the statue. The gold, that golden, the bronze statue he has with the button
from the TV show. Yeah,
from the TV show. Yep, I saw that. Somebody had that at one of the comic book stores. So, but yeah, I always like the full figure ones with arms and like legs and stuff. To me, those are like real cool. They're like having a giant action figure. But
I like the busts.
They're actually. I don't know if they're still the same price or not because now they have the full, fully limbed and all that stuff.
No, most of the busts, like the smaller ones, like the Bowen ones that are like yay big.
Yeah,
those are pretty cheap, but they're cool. I like those. I've got a few.
Because I remember back in the early 2000s, they were like $60 for those busts, and then they started rolling out with some of the galleries. Started doing some of the other ones, the full figured ones. So, but yeah, I mean, the vampire Batman one, I saw that one is there too. That's over $100. Some of the Catwoman statues. So, are you eating Jerry's ice cream or is that Ben's?
It's Kroger Deluxe cheap brand. Well,
yeah.
I just saw something that went across the scroll here, and if it's true, oh boy, are we screwed.
Well, people are freaking out with the whole diamond stuff, but I mean, like, digital sales are still doing a thing. Marvel has their thing.
I just saw something go across there that said that they're not going to let groups of more than 50 for 8 weeks.
More than
I'm down to groups of 10.
No, but I said, think about that. If they restrict anything over 50 for 8 weeks, that's 2 months. That means no sports, period. Yeah, and that also means no bars get to reopen, no restaurants get to reopen. That's gonna. I mean, yeah. I say, yeah,
I can say
all the stimulus in the world isn't going to save us if that's the case.
We're gonna have speakeasies, bro. We're going back to that. The one thing that didn't have in like back in the Roaring 20s and the Depression stuff when they outlawed alcohol and stuff is that we can talk over video stuff like that. A lot of people couldn't do that before. I can imagine being like this. Well, late 60s, early 70s, the Hong Kong flu going around. People are getting sick from that. The only way you talk to anybody is either by face to face, or you rung them up on the phone, or you get a party line.
Well,
you know,
if it does last that long, you are going to start. I mean, you won't see any sports, but you will. What you were saying about speakeasies, you will see things like that sprout up. You probably,
underground sports.
Well, I don't know. I said, I would say like maybe underground fight clubs or something like that.
We're going back to the 80s, man. We're gonna have the parking garage. They're gonna have Lionheart. Rob and I are gonna, for Extreme Movie Show, we're gonna do a top 10 our personal favorite of martial arts movies that are being streaming either on Hulu, Netflix, or whatever right now people can watch.
You boys love your kung fu movies, don't you?
Kung fu, not kung flu. Yeah, we're done monetized now.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So if we can pick up 2,597 more people, we'll have as many people as Gary.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many people tune in for that. I listened for about 5 minutes. That was enough for me.
For Friday Night Tights.
Yeah. At least for once, they were bitching about something I could get behind.
Was it Doctor Who?
No, New Warriors. No, they were actually bashing the New Warriors tonight.
Oh, yeah. I saw some of it. Yeah.
Now I don't care how nice you're trying to be. There's no getting around. That sucks.
Yeah,
could be great for us, but it sucks.
Like I said, it's print. Oh well, if you think about it, Egon in the movie, he said print's dead. Pretty much, newspapers are now kind of digital online stuff. Comic books.
Nobody in their right mind's gonna. Why would you pay for that digitally? Unless you're, like I said, well, SJWs might pirate it, but
yeah,
why would somebody like that we associate with? If they're going to get it, they're going to get a physical copy so they can do unspeakable things to it.
Oh yeah. But I mean, if digitals can be stuff like right now temporarily until we start getting more physical prints.
No, I'm talking about the New Warriors being a trash book in general. I said, Captain Frugal, mock. It wasn't real, but he simulated shooting a copy of America. He's seen some of the stuff that other people have done, with him, and I said, I'm sure I'm sure Yellow Flash, will bring his knife out of retirement for issue 1. But that's why, Venk, you and I should keep ours in perfect condition because they may be the only 2 left.
No, there'll be 3 left because I'll buy an extra copy so I can get rich.
Yeah.
I could sell 1, live off of that, and then I'll just have the other one for reading.
What I'm afraid, I don't know. Shifting gears to my girl, I'm afraid that the new miniseries is not going to be cringe, just bad.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I don't because if it's coming out the same time as the other one, New Warriors, I think people will be reading more of the America Chavez. If anything, if they do read it, But
well, I mean, I said at once upon a time she was a decent character, but I said I certainly won't buy it if it isn't Gabby Rivera levels of cringe.
She was on part of the whole Marvel Uprising, which was like an animated thing they had, Disney XT, and out of all the characters, she was the most normal.
Well, no, I said she was a good character till Gabby Rivera. That's right. You gonna say hi to your boy?
Hey, it's Risey.
Oh, does Rising want in here too?
Oh, he's just FYF.
Yeah, nobody wants to be in the audience. That's
right.
It's a party.
It's like you cut your teeth in the audience and then you get promoted to the stream.
I think I watched for like 5 minutes. He's like, okay, like you want to start jump on? I was like, I'm like, okay, sure.
Okay. Just all right.
Once Razzie gets in here, then we're demonetized.
Yeah, then we're done.
And we were so close.
I mean, we've already got an hour. Wow.
Yeah, that's longer than I was expecting. I was expecting to be done by now, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Once you're done clearing this, the stream's over. Sorry, Razzie.
So, Vank, have you talked to Eden Knight?
I did. I shared him that article about people, retailers with
Marvel.
not the Marvel retailers, just people at comic book stores freaking out, saying that there's all these, if they keep getting shut down, they're gonna close. I'm like, well, I don't think the industry is gonna die. What I think is
nobody's gonna close down.
No, if any stores do comic book stores though, because that's because their own mismanagement, or it could just because the location where it is.
Yes.
Well, if the government tells you got to shut down and you don't get to reopen for a couple of months,
I'm just saying that's not helping. I'm just saying.
I said that you can that's out of their control.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody's equipped.
Well, the thing is, before all this, there are people saying like, "Well, they're on the last brinks," as far as they're getting ready to close down. Now, this is going to be the nail in their coffin for them. Yes, I mean that sucks for those stores. I mean, but I don't know what the population of people buying comics in their stores is. Maybe people just don't care for comics in their area.
Here's some math. If you have a store that's struggling, but you're surviving, and then you can't unlock your doors, you don't sell anything.
Oh yeah, those stores are going to close. The one by me, some of them are actually there.
And the other thing, like I said, a good portion of anybody's comic book shop is going to be cut into, because a lot of those people have jobs that don't exist anymore, so they can't come in and get. And then the people that are still coming in, when you used to be able to go into stores and pick up actual good books, and now there's shit like New Warriors. I said, there's a lot. I mean, Marvel. I'm sorry, whoever said that Marvel. I mean, Marvel's got a couple of good books, but it's 90% crap, and a lot of it is, like I said, I know you're not a fan of his anymore, but Richard's been pretty spot on about how the only way these kind of comics can exist is when things are going really well, when there's a great economy going, and you can, I said, it still doesn't help the comic book shops, but that keeps these people getting work and whatnot. And although I do disagree with him, I don't think it matters.
I never care for Richards. Dr. Doom was much more entertaining.
Did you see the thing, or did you, or were you the one that sent it out when Dr. Doom runs out of toilet paper? Did you see that?
I don't think that was me, but I want to see it now.
Did you see what it was? What he was using for toilet paper?
No.
Reed Richards flattened out.
He's yeah, that's kind of bad.
But made me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, as far as this, some places are saying they're gonna be shut down for 2 weeks. Some might be a little longer. So, I don't know. I have to talk to my retailer as far as or my store, comic book store. I know I only have two that I go to. I don't know about the other one. There's another one called Collector's Edge, but that's a little further in the opposite direction than I try to go. But I know that Milwaukee just closed. Was it this afternoon? It said as far as hair salons and nail salons and all that stuff are closed.
Yeah, and it's
I'm thinking I really don't want anybody touching my head with this whole.
No, and that's fair too. But again, and that goes back to through no fault of their own, comic book retail, like the businesses like that, hobby shops or whatever. Although they may not be the most hygienic to begin with, but that's another thing altogether. When so many businesses are closing around them, like I said, that just eats into such a large percentage of their customer base that
it just sucks because the people that they were doing curbside stuff, they were actually doing where they can, doing online sales, shipping it to you.
Right, you can do that all day long, but if 60% of your customer base has recently lost their job, the first thing they're going to cut is comics.
Well, I know there was Trump along with Congress, senators are passing a bill to get the people who being affected by this. The people, they'll call the small companies that are being forced to close. That way they can pay their employees. Keep their stores afloat and all that stuff.
I hope so. I say like my LCS, the guy that owns it, he's worth 7 figures. He invested well, and so he'll survive.
Oh yeah.
Unless he gets exposed to it because he thinks the whole thing's a hoax. He's kind of gotten a little strange.
I don't know, like hot zones, that's like it's obviously those places are gonna be closed down. I'm waiting for Evers here in my state to declare martial law.
Well, what I think, I gotta hope.
And that's what I hate because I do not martial law.
I think as far as anybody's going to go is like what Newsom has done in California, where it basically literally is just essentials. But as soon as the case numbers plateau and start going in the other direction, you're going to start seeing enormous pressure being put on local governments to relax some of the closings, especially for non-food and beverage related things like stores, like cities that have had their comic shops closed down. You're going to see a lot of pressure put back on them quickly. But
you could always use this whole thing as martial law as a thing to get for the grab guns. That's what I'm afraid for that too.
That won't happen because and I'll tell you why. Their nerves are going to be frayed to the point to where when you've got lefties lining up around the block in California to buy guns, this is not the time.
Are they
to do? Oh yeah,
and I didn't know they had gun stores in California.
Well, probably did. At first, they were shocked that they couldn't just order one online. But guys said, "Wow, you mean those Republicans that argued against us when we said we could just call 976 gun me?" But I said, there's gonna be enough trouble, stopping people that are kicking down people's doors and shit like that. They're not getting time to go after anybody.
I'm surprised there's not a cancel culture hashtag like cancel Amazon because they won't sell me a gun.
No, why would you want to cancel somebody that won't sell you one?
No, I'm saying
they might be a little salty right now.
I'm just saying that they're like, because what do you mean Amazon doesn't sell guns? What? You mean I think
remember when some leftists went into Walmart thinking they were going to be able to walk right out with a gun, and they were amazed at what we you can't do that. Yeah, it's like,
depending on the state, there's 3 day wait. There's a 3 day waiting period.
I thought it was 5.
3 or 5. But I don't know. Like I said, I just gave my sister some more ammo. Mainly because Illinois let all their prisoners go. Yeah.
Well, my friend Jerry, the guy films my videos, and he offered to lend me one of his guns, and I thought, yeah, that wouldn't end well.
Oh,
Because here's the thing: when your hospital's busy testing for COVID-19 and taking care of people that might actually have, you know what they don't want to deal with? Somebody with a bullet hole through their foot.
well, there's a thing called you can take the clip out of the gun.
I tried to go fishing and I caught a tire. I am
Was
not
it,
meant
was
for
it
out.
a good year?
I'm not, I think it was a bike tire, but that's beside the point. Some people are not made for outdoor, sports. And,
Well, okay. Well, let's give you a little a Red Ryder. You get a little BB gun.
no, I want one of those BB guns that they used to advertise in the back of old comics.
I know. Little Red Ryder things.
Well, what was it like good grades and they have to be earned?
I saw one of those ads today on the back of an old book.
God, what was Daisy? The Daisy BB gun. That's what I want.
Yeah. I bought it's like a 45 revolver, but it's for pellets. It spins everything, you can load it in there. Oh, that was pretty cool.
I remember when I was a little kid, or about 12, I guess. We were down, this in somebody's yard, in the neighborhood. And some guy had a BB gun, and he was way, way away from me. And I go, I want to know what it feels like to get shot with one. I go ahead and shoot me in the leg. And guy was a hell of a shot because it popped. It hurt like a mother.
You mean it didn't stick in your leg?
No, it didn't. No, it was a BB. I mean, it bounced up and it hurt. I mean, it was like getting hit with a rock.
Well, how close were you?
That's just it. I was, probably 200 feet away, maybe even more.
You're lucky. If it would have been closer, like 6 feet apart, it would have been ridiculous.
Well, if I'd been 6 feet apart, I wouldn't have asked him to shoot me. Yeah, and plus, I figured he'd miss.
Oh man.
I mean, that's Now you think that that for some people that'd be about as dumb as they've ever done.
I used to love going paintballing, but man, when you get to that, you get shot. Usually I wear the jean jacket and also I got the padding stuff. When you get hit in the part where there's no padding, and it's like, it hurts.
Look,
I come home with welts.
I was so drunk one night, I put my hand on a dartboard and spread my fingers out and sat there and let somebody throw darts at it.
And they hit your hand?
No, that guy was drunk too and had terrible aim. So I got
hi, my leg.
That would have. I said that would not have. Cause I forgot to throw a firecracker once because I lit it and I was too drunked up to remember. Luckily, it was just a regular firecracker, not an M80. So that would have taken my hand off. Yes, that's probably a good thing I don't drink anymore.
Jeez. Well, back in my day, we were allowed to run around with guns and stuff when we were 10 years old.
Well, you know what? and we turned out pretty normal.
Just because that one kid got shot himself in the head, all of a sudden we had the applause.
I think about the things that we used to do, versus how. I mean, I understand the parents keeping a closer eye on kids because, in the early 70s, you really didn't think about, kids getting kidnapped and shit like that, and but I mean, as far as what we were allowed to do versus how protective parents are of just what they let their kids do in general. It's amazing that we, that any of us grew up, made it through, but it just, it kind of toughened us up. I mean, it's just, now that I said that, if parents try so hard to make it to where their kids never get hurt, never scrape their knee, never bump their head, it's like that. I said, no wonder so many of them are so ill-equipped to deal with the real world.
I remember it was probably 10 or 12 years ago. I was working with a guy, and he was probably in his 50s. At that time, he's probably in his probably 60s now. And he was telling me about since he was 11 years old, he'd been smoking cigarettes. He was from Ohio. So I don't know if Ohio is like the place where people just did whatever they wanted to do, they let their kids just go wild. But yeah, he's like, I was like, I've been smoking since I was 11. I ain't gonna die.
2 years later, he died.
It's like, I haven't heard from him since then. But he had a angina attack, where it's called, with your heart thing. So I'm thinking, like, dude, you're overweight and you're bragging about how you smoke and you still smoke. It's like, okay. That's the one thing I can't stand. Is like, it's like people try to shrug off, like, oh, I'm fine, nothing's gonna happen to me. And then something happens, and they're like, oh my gosh, something happened. Help me. But so are you back to watching recorded old sports stuff, or is ESPN airing old stuff?
Well, yeah, as one final kick in the balls, the only channel that's showing old sports is showing boxing tonight.
George Foreman.
I don't know.
It's like because I think about ESPN, like, are they still going on air, or are they just having, like, just showing repeats like Turner Classic Movies?
Oh, let's see. What are they right now? They have Sports Center.
Is it pre-recorded from their computers?
ESPN2 is showing women's college basketball from a couple years ago. Yeah, this is brutal.
The only plus side is MTV, but it's not going to have any more real world stuff.
Fox Sports 1.
All the reality shows.
If Fox Sports 1 has I guess soccer, AFL Premiership football. I guess that's soccer, isn't it?
Yeah, they call it football over in Europe.
It's in Australia, but I guess I wonder if they're. I'm curious. I'm going to leave it on there for a few seconds to see, or turn over and see if they're playing in an empty arena, because it appears to be live. Because it says actually they say it's being played on March 21st. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's the 20th. Yeah.
But
they're proud. They're proud. Well, it's Australia. They probably have a beer in their hand while they're kicking the ball.
But I don't know if it. I'm guessing they're not immune to the virus, just like no one else seems to be.
Like I said, the only two cases I had here where people died was a 90-year-old guy and another guy who was like probably 51, 52. It's probably because he had health issues to deal with. But of course, it's going to take. I mean, I don't think kids are excluded, especially if you're under like 10 and under, you have smaller lungs. You're more susceptible to like diseases like
Yeah, they said that they're not, and there was a reason for that. And the explanation did make sense. But I'm trying to remember what it was that they said. Why babies don't sit. I said, I don't know if it's because it might maybe because they haven't they haven't been around for years getting all the shit that goes into their bodies like you do when you get older, whether you
they still have pure oxygen in it.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could remember what it was that they said.
It's like having a brand new tire, so you have a chance of being a flat.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Or just more tread on the tire. we're at the edge. You can see the wall.
God, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of seeing every story end with coronavirus, and COVID-19 in parentheses pandemic. Well, yeah, we know.
I was listening to the debate science today, and the guy was saying, filling in for Mark Billing here. He's like, yeah, it's like he's like, I don't know if you guys are getting sick of this, but he's like, I'm just sick of this whole everything is all about coronavirus. And it's like, it's the weekend now. We're done talking about it. Let me have 2 days off.
Well, I heard one of the it's amazing. Fox News, they even find hot doctors. And what the other hot doctor was saying, get out and just go get away from this. Yes, didn't say like get out, you go out. It's like, go watch something else, go do something else, because just basically I said marinating in coronavirus news is not healthy. Yeah, and I said because I said the more you watch, the more depressed you get.
Yeah, that's why any news you watch.
Yeah, but this, like I said, I remember 9/11, and it was all you saw for about 5 days, and I got that. I mean, like, we'd never seen anything like that, just like we've never seen anything like this.
Nope.
But at least, since we didn't have Twitter in 2001, both Republicans and Democrats in the media were all on the same page. And we can't even have that during a global pandemic.
Pure Boom, you got to dry a L on this stash?
No, that was like what they did in the cartoon.
I know.
It's so dumb.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Sure.
God, I hate the colored bandanas, and I hate the letters on the belts. Those are the two stupid things I hate from Turtles.
Are for real. Yeah.
So anytime I draw a turtle, they always get red bandanas.
Yep.
Red bandanas and brown belts.
So it's Raphael the sword.
Yes.
Okay. I can live with that. Yeah.
All right, maybe we'll go 2 hours.
You got a color now?
I don't know. I mean, nobody's watching this, so.
Oh, I don't care. We're having fun.
Yeah, well, shit. Even if I just did this every week, this would be kind of cool.
It's no different than Hangouts. It's a word that's spring filtered. That's all.
Two. Yeah, that link that you sent earlier with that Tiffany music video.
Oh yeah.
I went to my comic store and I told the owner, I'm like, did you know that Tiffany released a remake of her song last year? And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, pretty cool. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh.
He's like, who's Tiffany?
Exactly. That's pretty much what it was.
The old guy, or is it like younger, like our age?
No, he's a younger guy.
Oh. So that song came on the radio, and I was like, freaking crazy.
It's a great song.
Everybody say I know it is. But I was reading the comments on the YouTube. I was looking. I was like, I'm like, oh shit! Like, I just saw that she. I know she was singing again. I didn't realize that she did a remake of her original song. There's a couple of the artists that are coming back and all, and
she's been doing stuff for a few years now.
Yeah. What was the other? Lee Young is the other girl. And yeah. I mean, it is. I mean, I kind of like her when her younger, well, the original song, version she sang it, because when she sang the Stars, she kind of had that kind of strained her voice a little bit, and now it's just like she's got control. She's a better singer now, so you don't hear that flaw, and I kind of like that. But yeah, it's crazy to see that she's doing that. I don't know if it's gonna. I mean, okay. Not, it's as far as music goes, I don't think she'll be as popular as she was back then.
Why was she popular in the first place? That's like her only big song.
Well, she had some other song too. I know that song was somebody else's song. That was an oldie song that she covered. It's not really even her song. But same thing with Kylie Minogue. She was popular from Australia because she sang Locomotion. And then her sister became a singer too, Danny. What was the other
sister or Kylie Minogue's sister?
Kylie Minogue's sister,
Oh,
Danny Minogue. He had Kim Wilde, the British singer. The one that sings the song "Keep Me Hanging On," or "Kids in America." We're the kids in America. Whoa.
oh, that song.
Wait. So, yeah, I still love kind of 80s pop, and I still kind of like 80s rock stuff. I'm more into that than I am like the new stuff. Like even the new stuff, like I don't know. The 80s was like, dude, let's have fun, let's party. The 90s are like everything sucks. I just want to kill myself. But country was happy though in the 90s though. Isn't that funny? How like country and like and rock switched. We got grunge, and then 90s as far as country's like, my dog came back, everything's good. My wife loves me again.
What the hell did I miss?
Nothing.
Just talk about how music changed in general. 80s was like, let's have fun, let's everything's great. That was all the music, and then get the 90s like suicidal. It's like, but country switched over the rock. As far as like it wasn't country was all happy now. Instead before, remember it was like country was like, no, my wife, my girl cheated on me, my dog died, and all that stuff. I got laid off, but I got a beer and that's good. But no, but like also then it switched. It's like everything is great. I don't care less if I have a girl or not. I'm gonna go drink tonight. It's like it became kind of like cheerful. But yeah, Tiffany. Do you remember that artist or the singer?
Oh, yeah.
She redid her song last year. I think We're Alone Now. She has a video up and everything on YouTube.
Trivia question: who did that originally?
I know it was an oldies. It wasn't Elver Brothers, was it?
No, Tommy James and the Shondells.
See, I would never would have guessed the names.
I was going to say that, though.
Yeah.
That was going to be my guess.
Everly Brothers? Or Tommy Shan and the Shandells?
Whatever the correct answer was.
Okay. Yeah. I was just testing Eric.
But did you see the remember when Sci-Fi Channel were doing all the mutated animal movies like Mega Python versus Gatoroid and shit like that?
I love Shark Octopus.
Well, yeah, they were along those lines. Well, one of them, someone got the bright idea to put Tiffany and Debbie Gibson in the movie together.
Nice.
And the premiere, they had both of them in studio, and it was a riot. I mean, they had Mickey Dolenz played himself as a prick, and the Mega Python just came out of nowhere and ate him on stage. But it was great, and so I can't remember which one it was, but one of the two women survived, and one was killed in like the second to last scene. And when they went back to the studio, whichever one it was, said, "I'm dead." That sucks.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what it is now. Debbie Gibson.
It was Mega Python versus Gatoroid. I think was the one that they did.
I know that she was in Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Yeah, well, I think Tiffany did a couple of them, and Debbie Gibson did one, I think, or vice versa. I can't remember.
No, here it is. Yeah, there he is. Yeah. Mega Python versus Gatoroid. That's
the Citizen Kane of giant mutated animal movies.
Mickey Dolenz, Abe Martinez. Wow. Apparently, they got a 1-star rating from this guy. Did not like it.
1 star? That's like
two monsters.
That's like giving 1 star to a Sharknado.
His review starts off with 2 monsters plus 2 80s pop stars equals 1 skippable movie.
Yeah, well, and one reviewer that's too cool for school, apparently. like I said,
According to IMDb, you got 3 out of 10. But Google users, 73% of them liked it.
well, again, like I said, that's not the kind of movie that anybody's gonna claim to like. But but you see how it goes with Rotten Tomatoes now. If it's woke, the critics love it and the audience hates it, and if it's not, it's vice versa.
Can you guess the budget?
You might have more money in your wallet.
$500,000.
I believe it, and
I wish I had more money in my wallet.
Trust me, the special effects bear that out.
Director was by Mary Lambert.
Yeah, one of the hot girls from General Hospital was in one of those, and she was sitting on the beach and got eaten by one of the giant sharks or whatever. So, and I go, man, that looked like it was quick. So I ran it frame by frame, and in one frame, the shark is like 30 feet away from her.
Oh.
In the next frame, she's already ingested and gone. So it's
no wonder they didn't like this, because there's a group of animal activists freeing animals, and then it kills everybody.
No, they didn't like it because it was a terrible movie. But again, it's that though. So it's like you have to make allowances for what it is. It's just like if you're looking for quality filmmaking in a Sharknado, you're looking in the wrong place. But if you base your review on, was it fun? Did you have a good time watching it? If you don't have a stick wedged firmly up your backside, you're going to have fun watching these.
So it's Debbie Gibson versus Tiffany in this movie.
Yeah.
I want to watch this now.
Oh, it's entertaining.
And it takes place in Engelteen's backyard.
That's right. He might be an extra in that. They might have Gatorade might have eaten Eglanteen.
They should feed him a steroid chicken for him. He may grow to alarming size, and he may become aggressive like the alligators. Speaking of which, I wonder if Gator World's still open on Florida.
Don't know.
I missed the Corona office. We're still open. Screw you guys. Oh man, all the circuses are closed probably in France and stuff. You can't.
Okay, so let's see what.
I mean, if there's not rioting by now, there's not gonna be any rioting.
I disagree.
Because strip clubs are closed, bars are closed. Soon, gas stations will be closed. People will get cigarettes.
No, I said. I mean, I think if too many places get quarantined, and I said it's just I don't know. I said it's just helplessness and frustration is going to turn to anger.
Well, remember they're keeping
desperation.
They're keeping grocery stores open, but which companies are feeding the grocery stores? It's right, giving the grocery stores stuff.
Well, I mean, I said those would be fine, but here's what I'm worried about: all the drug addicts out there, that were actually buying their drugs with their own money.
Oh,
if
yeah.
They don't have jobs anymore. They're going to start breaking into houses to try to find money to buy those drugs.
That's why I've cast a law here. I get more than one firearm, right?
And then, and God help if you live in one of those cities where, the do-gooder, mayors are saying that we're not going to, arrest people.
Well, yeah, in Illinois, they let all the people who have petty crimes. I'm thinking like, my mom's like, you know what? It's like letting people out of Rikers. I'm saying like, well, you can go. All you do is rape a bunch of women, but you're not a bad person.
Yeah, I'm guessing those folks aren't going to be let out.
Who knows? It's like she hears the Rikers, she thinks of like Batman, the prisons and stuff. I'm like, no, that's Blackgate. But I don't know. Like I said, like we'll see what happens. We're playing it by ear. It's easy to speculate. It's easy to worry, but we'll see what's going on.
This looks like they're
hopefully that I was gonna say hopefully that phone number worked out for you though. The one I gave you the other night.
Well, I
Ooh,
say, if
whose number?
that's one of those you've fucked up your life. We might be able to help you numbers. That empty stadium, but it looks like it's rugby.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, but I
They're
mean,
touching each other.
it is live, and
Is there less than 10 people?
no. So I guess maybe they're observing the 50 and under, gatherings. But there looks like
ages are numbered.
no. I mean, it looks like there's. I mean, God damn, how many people does it take to play rugby?
I thought groups could only consist of people at 10 years old and not younger.
Yeah, there's good 50-something people on the field right now, but
Dude, that's actually a pretty decent draw, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. He just needs the L in the blue.
that is nice.
Thank you.
What are we doing here? Yeah, there's talent on display.
You guys are keeping me busy, so it's not a quiet stream.
Hey, Ray's is back. He said Eric gets it. Well, he gets the drawing? Oh, I don't know about that, but
Oh, is Risey coming in here?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm curious. I said, what do I get? I've been doing a lot of rambling, so I. Good God, has it gotten to the point where I'm actually going to watch this rugby? God save the Queen! I need help. Yeah, Vangman, see if you can get me a sports detox 1-800 number or whatever.
So you want to end your life? Why? Because I don't have sports.
Or one of those 976 numbers where I think I'm talking to a hot girl, but it's really a 350-pound cigar smoking truck driver.
We'll get you. We can just guys like it's a hotline number. He calls up. He starts talking sports with you.
Yeah, really. I got my hand down my drawers, going, "Tell me more about the sports." I said,
Hey.
Did you see that? 60 Minutes actually did a feature on that about 976 operators, and because someone had found out somehow that he'd been yerking it to, like I said, some 350-pound black dude chomping on a cigar who could do a great impression of a hot girl. And now if I were the judge, I would say, well, did it accomplish what you set out to? Yeah, well, dismissed. But
don't ask, don't tell.
But it was amazing how many people that did those jobs were not women. And how many of them were not attractive.
Did she sound like she's out of breath all the time? Well, I thought she just had a cold. Oh, but
yeah, there's a lot of contact in this. So
they're gonna have underground sports and underground speakeasy. They're gonna combine it. Yeah, they're gonna have like fight clubs that sit within the bars, the mud pits. They're bringing those back.
They're gonna, I guess there's some kind of Formula One racing overseas somewhere too. Oh well,
wasting all that good gas.
You know what they could do? They could just do fishing tournaments. Keep them like 20 feet apart from each other and just fishing on the boat.
Yeah.
Get the drones. There you go.
Yeah, why would they have to keep the fishermen apart if they're these rugby dudes are all over each other?
You make it sound like it's not a real sport, like they're just like really close.
No, I mean it's like soccer. I mean, soccer you're bumping into people all the time, but unlike something in rugby though, you can like tackle people and shit. So I guess
you can also nut punch too, actually.
Oh,
I don't know what the penalties on rugby is. I thought it's all
we're all kind of getting nut punched every day, so it's
some of us don't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
There's always that one guy who has the cup. Everybody hates him. But
hey, you know what, Jason Momoa?
I don't know. Rugby isn't that bad. But
it might
Jason
not be,
Momoa?
but I said, I mean, I've got 50 years of the three major ball sports. I mean, I never even got into hockey. Yes, it's
well, there's croquet. That's another one.
Yeah.
They're not doing that one. What's the one on the horse?
Is croquet the one where you're knitting?
That's crochet.
Oh,
Talking about equestrian or whatever that is.
Is it when they're on the horse? They still have the croquet mallets.
Oh God, what is polo?
Is that polo? Okay.
Yeah, not to be confused with water polo or
Marco
Marco
Polio.
Polo.
Marco Polo, formerly known as Mark.
Oh man.
I caught up on Excalibur last night.
on what?
Not Excalibur, Exile, sorry. I want to say Excalibur. Because, yeah, it threw me off because the whole thing with her having Excalibur.
What's Exiles?
Exile is the new. I don't know if it's Hickman that's doing it, but that's the X-Men book with Apocalypse. Richter's on there too. Who surprisingly, well, right now if Risey's still listening, Risey, if you're there, cover your ears because you don't even read this issue yet. So, spoiler.
Did you guys get off Richter's junk? Like everybody talks about Richter, like Richter.
I'm just gonna say,
Like everybody's high on Richter for some reason. I don't even know how Richter is.
He basically can control the Earth. He's like Avalanche.
Wow.
So he has his powers back.
Yeah. Anyway, so spoiler in 3, 2, 1. Hi, this is Ash on Comics.
What's going on, everyone? You're watching Ash on Comics.
Basically, at the last issue, it also turned out that he's gay.
Oh no, he's been gay for 20 years.
I never knew this, so yeah. I don't know if it was a big deal or what. But it was
he was doing Shatterstar.
Yeah, Shatterstar. I know Longshot, but Shatterstar. Is that the dude that got killed on The Gifted?
I gave up on that show pretty quick.
He turned himself into like
Shatterstar was one of the. I think he was a Rob Liefeld creation.
Yeah, he's the dude with like the swords and the ponytail, and he was in the Deadpool movie, the second one.
Yeah, he was okay. He was just like 1 year away from being a charter member of Youngblood, except for Liefeld had already created him at Marvel.
No, he's dead.
Because that's another thing I think about. How lucky was Rob Liefeld if he had not thought of Deadpool and Cable and Domino by the time if he'd created those for Extreme Studios and not Marvel, no one would ever have heard of any of them.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the segment. Is when Pure Boom gets high off his marker.
Oh, you can't smell these. It's basically paint.
Oh, okay.
These are permapaque.
I like Sharpies. They help me feel better. You imagine? Eric, you remember those? The Sharpies that had like the different scents to them, the markers.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually going to use one of those. If I can find one. I have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I remember in grade school we had those. I was like, oh, this one smells like root beer. I was like, the other ones smell like licorice and stuff. I never understood that why they had like the scented ones. I saw that Anson Mounts from Hell on Wheels, or it used to be on AMC. He basically told he replied to that whole thing, retweeted where Gal Gadot and all the ones were singing that song, John Lennon's song. He basically told him that shut the F up.
Who said that?
He's like, it's not about you. Anson Mount.
Well, I mean, I don't know if he had, what he had stuck up his butt. I mean, it's it's pointless. It's virtue signaling, but it's also harmless.
Well, it's just another virtue signal, but like instead of like virtually, why aren't they should just donate their money to like a charity or towards like the people hospitals or is buying masks.
Well, I can't believe I'm defending these goofuses, but we don't know that they haven't. I mean that
I don't know either, but
yeah, it's just, I mean it's the thing I noticed was how I know I'm getting old when I didn't know who half of them were.
Oh, I'm younger than you, and I don't even know who half of them are.
Of course, did we not recognize some of the women because they weren't wearing any makeup, and that's how, I mean, they wear so much. That's how we know who they are.
One of them, Gals Gadot. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah, she was the first one. Wasn't that Oh God, what is that wretched woman? Or that wretched goblin?
No, Zoe Kravitz was in there.
Who was the one that used to date Jimmy Kimmel?
Oh, Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, she's in there.
Yeah, wasn't she the one going and making her I can't stand.
I used to like her.
I liked her in Saving Silverman.
Sarah Silverman and Saving Silverman.
Yeah,
that was
I
thought that was Amanda.
She
Peet.
Was Amanda Peet?
Yeah,
that was Amanda Peet.
I know she was in some other movies before Wreck-It Ralph.
Well, I said when she went on, was it Conan O'Brien dressed as Hitler to apologize for Trump? And because Orange Man bad and all that kind of crap, but and there's photos of her in blackface, and I said personally, I care less, but it's like I said the Trump bashing had a short shelf life of actually being funny, and dressing up like Hitler and that just didn't. So she's kind of a creep.
Oh, in San Francisco, that you heard about the Walgreens? There's already looting.
Okay, let me see if I got this straight. The mayor, London Breed, said they're not going to arrest people for looting, and now there's looting. There's
the Walgreens. People walked in. A guy and a girl walked in, loaded up their bags. They both had sunglasses on, grabbing off the shelf, and walked out.
Mm-hmm.
And people were calling them pieces of S. Said did it help? I'm like, why didn't anybody stop? People just stood there. Why didn't anybody just get in their way? Be like, you're not leaving.
Well, what are you going to do? The cops would probably arrest you for impeding them. I mean, I said it's an upside down world there.
I'd gladly go to jail if I get to beat up someone first. I'm like, I kind of beat the crap out of them, but so where's my bracelets?
I mean that city is just it's backwards.
Hey, maybe I'll get a free meal then.
Stay awake.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
I'm sorry, I'm boring.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. Trust me.
It's me.
No, it's not you either. I've just been having major trouble sleeping lately.
Withdrawal from sports do that to you. It's unhealthy.
Well, it's just it's just a myriad of things.
Everything. I understand. You don't have to go into great detail, sir.
It's just I know. Like I said, we're it's just I just at this point I just want to get to the break-even point where where maybe if you look into the Hubble telescope, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And we're so far away from that it's just hard not to just, I don't know. That's just.
Yeah, it's. I keep telling you, it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
No. It's hard for some people because some people are you're struggling more than people who aren't And then it doesn't help that whatever news station you turn on, it's a different story as far as what's happening. Some are telling you to go buy stuff now, go freak out. And other ones are being like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. So it's so much miscommunication.
I mean, the part of I said we're going to be able to. I mean, there's going to be food and supplies to get at stores, but what happens when people don't have the money to go pay for it? That's the concern, and that's going to be a concern depending on how long this goes.
Then you go to as far as I guess you could go into the barter system.
Yeah,
like they did with Carter. People were trading stuff. You traded your services as far as I'll fix your car if you give me a loaf of bread.
I was around, I was a teenager in those years. I don't remember that.
Yes, I got the gold with the milk. You want to?
I mean, it might have felt like that because I remember 2 years into Reagan's first term, I can remember going to McDonald's and seeing a sign on the door saying not accepting applications. So it took him about over half of his first term to fix the economy. But yeah, I said it really got bad. Yeah, and it wasn't all his fault. I mean, it's consumer confidence took a swan dive after Nixon, Agnew, the whole Watergate mess and blah blah blah.
Watergate. It had nothing to do with water.
Nothing to do with gate either.
They're gatekeeping water from people.
Okay, trivia question: What did the word Watergate come from?
It referred to like that hotel.
I figured you'd know. I was yeah.
He was there.
I was there. So I'm currently bunkered up right now.
I said, yeah. I'm guessing you weren't alive in those days either, were you, Jeremy?
No.
Let's say it.
He's really young for his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't even fake that.
Oh, what can you do? Pretty soon, nothing at all. But
we're all doomed.
We've been doomed for the past 30 years. We just didn't know it. Risey's already like on the other side of us.
He's been warning us. Eric, have you met Risey?
I don't think I have.
He's been on Angleton's stream before.
Yeah, but I don't think I was on that one.
You weren't on it, though. I don't know if you're awake, though. It was an early morning one.
No, I mean, I've seen him pop up in chats, and I think I remember seeing him on, one of the streams. But yeah, I think by that time I was.
He's the other Australian that I know.
Yeah.
Who's the other one you know?
It's Helium.
Well, there's Ozchris, although he doesn't come around much anymore.
Yeah. So Helium's usually on and everything. He says, "Good to see you." That's the guy who's always popping up.
Yeah, he did his first live stream the other night.
People are getting stir crazy and doing live streams now. It's freaking me out. It's happening.
Well, I gotta admit, this has been, this week. I said live streaming every night has been a nice distraction.
Like I said, Eric, you gotta start creating content on your YouTube. That's your business.
No, I don't think so.
Welcome to Breen's backyard.
Well, speaking of, Quarks didn't respond to what I said to you.
Well, what did you say to me?
When you said cancel Quarks, and my answer to you it was he has less subs than me, so it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh. I'll have to go look.
I don't know how I got him by 3. I'm up to 91. See, not doing content, increases my sub count.
Let me look at comments. I had alert before.
See, this isn't right. Here's a man with actual talent that I have more subscribers than.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I don't deserve it.
And Venkman has no talent. And he's got more than both of us.
He's got the gift of gab.
He's got the gift of something, all right.
I just hate silence.
That's why I brought you in here.
so Venkman, are you up to like 4,000 subs? And
4,000.
yeah, you step on Comics' head.
No. I don't know what I have. I was at 124 before, I think. 123. I think I lost a subscriber. Oh, well. I gained one, and then
I'll resub.
I try I go on there, look at my videos. It's watching that Temple of Doom full movie commentary. Gets increasing in views, but the view time is probably like really crappy.
Let's see.
Like, I never understand that people are like clicking a movie like, oh, I'm gonna watch this movie online. It's because it says full movie live commentary. So you think I'm gonna upload the whole entire movie, and then you're gonna listen to us talk about it? No, that's not what it is. And why would you want to? Like,
so, speaking of, I just looked up your video playlist there, and where's Tito these days?
I don't know. He pops up here and there.
Yeah, he never asks to come on with us anymore. Or
maybe he's sleeping more.
Yeah, maybe he is. I mean, he's so old. He's older than me.
I kind of one of these Tuesdays. Well, I'm busy on Tuesday nights now, but I kind of would love to do maybe a Thursday night. I don't know. Get the game back together. Get me, you, and Tito.
Let's say I don't know. Chrissy's too. She's too big time for us now. But
we could call it two boomers and a millennial.
But maybe Kalia would come on with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen her pop up much of anything. I mean, she's not even on Twitter much anymore.
I don't know. There's a lot of people I don't follow anymore.
And I'm kidding about Chrissy. I mean, she's just she's having fun with her,
And that's good. That's good
other
for her.
ladies.
I know it's good for her. I don't really talk to her much anymore. So I mean, like, I don't really.
I kind of miss her. I mean, I enjoyed streaming with her. She's funny.
Oh yeah, she was fun. She always snorting and drinking Fireball.
Yeah.
And sometimes snorting Fireball and drinking.
She sent me a link to one of those what do you call those Discord chats that you do once in a while, the hangouts?
Oh, the offline hangouts I did?
And I spent a Saturday night with her and three of the other queens, whatever they call themselves.
They call themselves I think they're calling themselves the Scream Queens? Scream Queens?
Yeah, they should.
Which really, well, I'm not gonna air laundry on thing, but I always thought that Kalia and Christy would do a stream together because like they had a good chemistry. I thought, but they went their separate ways. So, I mean, I don't know if Kalia's even doing stuff anymore as far as stuff.
Yeah, I don't either. That's what I'm saying.
Well, they both are moderators for Neurotics channel. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I would love to do another stream with both of them. If we could.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to join their stream and be like Fox Friends thing. I'll be like, but it'd be like outnumbered.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Because like me and like 5 other girls was like, okay.
Yeah,
Hi,
I said
Beth.
that night I spent, talking to them. That was an interesting evening.
You guys talk about boys.
But
Yeah,
it's
you guys see that Leaf Garrett? He's so cute.
and what do you remember a guy named 19K Fox?
No, I know. Wasn't there comic stacks or something like that, or something? I don't know.
Well, there's real comic stacks, but 19K Fox was someone that Christy told me about, and he
there was someone that she talked all the time, and he worked at a Subway. He'd jump in the air.
Oh, that's Rookie Critic.
Oh, Rookie, yes, yeah.
19K Fox is the guy with the square jaw. I mean, not an ounce of body fat, and good guy. I mean, I said, he came on with us one night. I think you were on the stream with us.
Was that the guy who was drinking? He's a redneck.
Yes, no, that's Rhodes Rants.
Oh, Rhodes Rants.
No, but 19K Fox is the one that's always drinking bourbon. But he used to have the bourbon stream, and he hasn't done that in about a month. I don't know if he got redeployed or what, but see what happened to him. Yeah, or he ran out of bourbon. But Rhodes wanted to do a wrestling stream, but we never got around to doing it. That would have been fun.
I started one with the Rebel Comics and another person, then that fell through.
But we were going to talk like 80s territories and stuff. I would have. I mean, like I said, guys like Bruiser Brody.
I was doing the Wednesday night awards, and it was like for a while it was fun, But then after that it fell through. And I really don't even watch NXT anymore. I kind of just watch AEW. And if I do anything for Raw, it's like 3-minute highlights on YouTube.
I did watch. I DVR'd SmackDown again because I'm desperate. And Miz and Morrison did a dirt sheet, and they filmed this thing where Miz and Morrison were playing the New Day, Otis and Tucker, or whatever those two guys are.
Heavy Machinery.
Yeah, and they were playing. No, not Heavy Machinery. The other ones, the Fat Otis that was tried to get a date with Mandy Rose, but she jilted him for.
Yeah, that's Heavy Machinery.
Oh, okay. No, I'm thinking Viking Raiders. Yeah, Heavy Machinery, and but the best way they did the Usos, and my God, that they were spot on. They did all three of them fantastic. I mean, I said, say what you want. I mean, I love Miz and Morrison. Together, they're gold.
I don't know if NXT anymore, tag team, but they still had it was Fandango and
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze. They were back in NXT for a while. Because I know Fandango hurt himself for a while. He had surgery, so it was just Drew Brees was back. Oh, not Drew Brees, Tyler Breeze.
Drew Brees.
That's the only name I know. As I don't really call him Tyler Breeze.
God, do you remember when Fandango first got there?
He was kind of.
Well, his first night he beat Jericho at WrestleMania.
See, I wasn't watching.
And I said because Jericho has always gotten it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm kind of it's kind of exciting to see Matt Hardy's now in AEW.
Yeah, that is so weird that he would leave literally the week his brother comes back.
Maybe he didn't plan it that way, and it happened that way. Maybe Jeff decided, you know what, I kind of want to do a solo run. But then again, Jeff isn't really good as a solo run. He's already tried it once without Matt.
Well, Jeff has had way more single success than Matt.
Yeah,
but he's also. I mean, they're not young.
No. And a lot of people were upset because when the Hardys came back at WrestleMania, they kind of overshadowed the other tag teams.
Oh, absolutely. It's weird. Yeah,
but I'll give big. In the defense of the Hardys, though, the talent they had, the time the shows were kind of awful. It kind of revitalized it a little bit more, bringing more.
Well, the problem is though, everybody had to slow down to a crawl so that the Hardys could keep up with them because they lost more than one step, over the years. But it's But did you notice? I said last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever, they had Jeff Hardy fight Baron Corbin and beat him way easier than Roman Reigns ever did. And Roman Reigns is about to win the heavyweight championship in about 30 seconds.
I like when there's pictures of him doing the swanton bomb or diver, and you see when he's doing it upside down, you see behind him it's all empty seats. That's I'm like, oh, so it's probably turn the lights on, so and they reveal that there's no one there. It's like every time we have the SmackDown Raw, the upper stands, there's no one there.
Well, didn't they do that after wasn't that last Friday?
Yeah, that's Friday. Yeah.
There's no fans to begin with, right?
But that's a running joke though, as far as it comes to them.
Well, do you remember when WCW it got so bad that they would fill it? They about 20 minutes before the show would start. I mean, they realized they hadn't sold any tickets. Is they would let everybody? They told everybody to come down and fill up one side of the bottom, half, and they wouldn't film, and they wouldn't do any camera angles, other than ones that would catch the full arena.
Yeah.
And but there'd be nothing on the other side or in the upper decks.
The last WCW show I went to, we got our seats for like $15, and we were pretty much midsection.
Ground level.
That was the first Nitro. It was a Nitro Thunder taping, and it was the first one of 2001. So we saw the last first Nitro.
I say that was pretty close to the buyout, right?
Yep.
Jeez.
God, I remember watching that night because the last Nitro, WWE had already bought it, and Shane crashed it, and you could just see the look on Jarrett's face. Said, well, I'm out of a job, because he left on horrible terms with Vince. But just prove that nothing lasts forever. I would have bet my house that Jarrett would never have gotten to come back to WWE, but he did.
Yeah, it's just crazy to see some of these guys coming back and appearing. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's still in shape, but like.
Well, he's still on the payroll. I mean, like a special advisory.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, Jeff Jarrett. I mean, Vince McMahon's. I believe, if I remember correctly, said, that mother bleeper will never work for me again.
I was watching where The Rock and Trish Stratus teamed up. They go, I forget who they're wrestling against. The Dudley Boys. That's right, going against the Dudley Boys. And like they did like the was up thing, and she jumped down. She did the hit the Devon thing to Devon, and then Stacey Keebler came down the ring, and she did the same thing to Stacey Keebler. What's up? And like jumped down. But then the Dudley Boys did the 3D on her while The Rock was outside the ring because Test interfered. I was like, man, it popped up on my YouTube. It's like it's like Attitude Pops or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. I'm like Test. I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, he died at like 32 years old.
He overdosed. Didn't he?
I think so.
On cocaine or heroin?
Do you remember the first night that Stacey Keebler came out as Miss Hancock?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I remember. I'll never forget this. About a month later, when they were really starting to slutty her up, she got up on the announce table and started dancing. And Mark Madden goes, "Tony, thank God I glued that mirror to this table." Shivani, he's like, he had nothing. He had no answer for that. And he just turned and looked at the camera and said, I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
All right. I think that would be a good time to add in this live stream. So what do I do? Do I just say, hey, thanks for joining, everybody?
It's just turn the camera on, turn your head into 360 and go, get out.
Yeah, get out.
Well, it's official. Blood and Guts is postponed.
What's Blood and Guts?
AEW, next pay-per-view.
Oh my god.
They're waiting until they actually have a crowd.